Jedi Fallen Order's version of Darth Vader is Invincible, seemingly. When you face Vader at the end of the game sets you up in a way where you think you're about to fight Vader. One of the best moments in Jedi Fallen Order for sure. Amazing, epic climax to the story. But then, of course, you're barely a Jedi. You can't beat Vader. All you can do is run and hope you survive. Or you can stay and fight and Vader will choke you. Of course, you can't fight Vader. It's Darth Vader. But today, I'm going to do everything I possibly can to try and defeat Vader. We're going to try light attacks, heavy attacks, saber throws, force pushes, everything we possibly can to try and at least get a hit on the Sith Lord. Jedi Fallen Order already has an invincible boss, Jaro Tapal, Cal's Jedi Master, and a little while back I did a few tests to see if you can actually defeat him, and you can, although it requires a few cheats or just a lot of patience. So I'll link that video here and at the end, but I'm very curious to see if we'll also be able to get the better of Vader. Hey everyone, it's Andrew. Okay, first up, upon entering the interrogation chamber, I realized I hadn't explored this using the flying glitch, so proceeded to spam the jump and force slow buttons repeatedly, which got me up to the platform from which Vader will eventually drop. You're able to walk all around this platform up here and also walk on the air over the top of the chasm. And unfortunately, there's no way of getting onto the actual interrogation platform with the interrogation chair, so you can't strap yourself in here and have a spin. This is completely blocked off on all sides with invisible walls. So you go here and for some reason have to interact with this console. I'm not sure what it actually does, what the buttons Cal is pressing are doing. Is it the interrogation tools? Is he trying to set it up for himself? And then Trilla jumps down, so I had to deal with this noob. And once you eventually defeat her, it's time to face Vader.
That doesn't look good.
It isn't. It's him.
My first attempt at this, I thought I'd just try get a little distance between the two of us and then begin my attack. Vader was much too quick. He grabbed me and it was all over. There's no real way to escape this force grab, this choke Vader performs. So next I thought I'd try some of the faster attacks, just go straight in there, the saber throw, the thrust, and some of Cal's standard attacks. But just like Jaro Tapal, Vader blocked everything and grabbed me again. Okay, not working yet. So this time, instead of facing the Vader inside the interrogation room, I thought I'd wait until we go outside and it's time for Cal to run for his life. You force pull the thing onto him, he misses you with all the flying objects, and then you're outside and you have to run. But what if instead of running, I turn around and face Vader? Well, first time around, this didn't go so well. Vader just pretty much immediately chokes you and you're dead. I tried this again, and the moment I even just started turning my camera around to face Vader, I had no chance. It's either you immediately start running in the direction you're supposed to go, or you're dead. Okay, so I thought, what if I tried jumping up and using the flying glitch to get some distance from Vader, and then dive back in for another try. But even way up here in the air, Vader force chokes Cal and drags him back to the floor before he can escape. He doesn't even give you the chance. Okay, so I figured quick attacks were the only way to go. Without even turning the camera around, I started swinging and used a saber throw, and Vader actually drew his lightsaber and started blocking Cal's attacks. Okay, so we're getting a little further, but still Vader prevents you from getting anywhere more. Just choked again. So next try, I got even further. I managed to get at least 6 swings in before Vader stopped me. Really enjoying Cal's determination here. He keeps getting killed and just keeps bouncing back. Keeps bouncing back from the respawn screen. And I was determined at this point. It felt like I was getting somewhere, like maybe if I performed the right moves at exactly the right time, I'd be able to get in a hit. There were times I'd try perform the exact same moves I'd done previously, and Vader just wouldn't allow it. He'd grab me immediately after spawning. Even when I tried to run off, Vader wasn't having any of it. He'd just pull me back in. And anytime I accidentally performed a slower combo, Vader was right onto it and grabbed me. I tried the saber throw and a heavy attack, and it yielded the same results. And then I thought, okay, what if I start rolling backwards after I attack Vader? After a few attacks, after a few swings, what if I dive backwards? What if I kind of just give him some space after the attack, see if he reacts or hesitates? Could this change the way he reacts? It was funny that sometimes when attacking Vader at this stage, he didn't actually draw his lightsaber or turn it on. It's almost like you're not actually supposed to be able to attack Vader at this stage in the game, and his defense animations are triggered just in case by the AI. And then after a few more attempts, eventually this happened. After 5 lightsaber swings and rolling backwards, the game kind of froze. I couldn't move the camera, and Vader and I were stuck in a deadlock. So I jumped into the free camera mode and took a look around and had a look at Cal, had a look at Vader. And after switching this off, I had free control over the camera, but still couldn't move. I was still stuck here as Cal. We're in a deadlock. So I'd call this a draw. I was able to get a draw with Vader, but still haven't been able to get a proper hit on him or defeat him. So I quit the game and wanted to see if I could replicate this, if anything different might happen. And it was actually quite easy to do. It only took me 3 tries and the same thing happened. I hit Vader 5 times, rolled backwards, and we were stuck. Okay, so maybe Cal can't defeat Vader because, you know, he's just a Padawan. But what about General Grievous? Surely this quad-wielding Jedi Slayer is also capable of taking down a former Jedi in Darth Vader, Anakin Skywalker. General Grievous has joined forces with Seer to search for the holocron, but even his dual-wielding blades were not enough to stop the Sith Lord. Grievous had his ribs crushed by Vader's force choke, and that was that. Okay, so I think we need to try a different approach. For those of you who remember my video with Jaro Tapal, there were only 2 ways of defeating him. The first is to use the Skungus and force push this towards Jaro Tapal, and the second is to use Cal's Repulse attack, where he slams the ground using the force. This registers a hit on Jaro Tapal and he's unable to block it. And while performing this test, I had a one-hit kill cheat turned on just to speed things up a bit and see if it's actually possible to hit these characters. Otherwise, we'd be here forever trying to deal damage with one simple attack like this. So will the same thing work for Vader? Well, first I wanted to try switching on the invincibility cheat to see if it would prevent Vader from actually choking me. It didn't stop him from doing that, but he was unable to kill Cal. You just get stuck being choked in Vader's grasp until you quit the game. Okay, so that doesn't work, so let's try the Repulse attack. And if you want to try this yourself, just make sure you've actually unlocked it on the skill tree. In the save game I was playing, it took me a while to actually realize I hadn't unlocked it. I just kept getting killed by Vader over and over again, not knowing why the attack wasn't working. My mistake. Go unlock it on the skill tree. And again, for the sake of speeding things up and seeing if we can actually even hit Vader, I've turned on the one-hit kill cheat. This will just show us if the Repulse even works or not, if we can get a hit before he just chokes us again. So I took down Trilla in one hit, that noob Trilla. Think she's gonna defeat Cal? No way. And then Vader enters. Seer gets brushed away ever so casually, and the time has come.
You would be wise to surrender.
Yeah. Probably.
So there you go. Vader, I guess, is defeated. He just completely disappeared. So has Vader just vanished at the sight of the Repulse attack, or has he actually been defeated and the galaxy is saved by a young Padawan/Jedi? So what's happened here is the game has obviously glitched out. Vader is never actually supposed to be hit, so the fact that he is causes his AI model to disappear. I think that's what's happened anyway. And I tried the same thing just outside the interrogation room, just as you're about to run from Vader. As soon as I could, I performed the Repulse without even looking in Vader's direction, because if I did, he'd probably just force choke me immediately. And the same thing happened. Vader disappeared. So in a way, I guess you can defeat Darth Vader in Jedi Fallen Order. And if you do this, you kind of just get stuck in this part of the level. I don't think you can progress the level anymore. It's just, that's what's happened now. You're stuck here. I honestly wasn't expecting this to work at all. And it kind of only does because I've got the one-hit kill cheat on, but the fact you can hit Vader using the Repulse attack, which is what the one-hit kill cheat shows us, That's a win from me. I love how Cal even taunts Vader here with this animation, as if defeating Vader was just a piece of cake for him. Too easy for Cal. So there you go. Did you think we'd be able to defeat Darth Vader, even if it was using a cheat? Let me know in the comments. And you probably also noticed that during this video, I had Cal wearing General Kenobi's Clone Wars armor. This is one of many awesome Jedi Fallen Order mods, and if you want to see more of the latest and greatest of these, go watch this video here. And follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and join my Discord for lots more Star Wars gaming, news, and come tell me what you want me to test next in Jedi Fallen Order. And thanks for watching this. My name's Andrew. I'll catch you soon.
Stay bombastic.